Craig Pearn, Ubisoft Reflections talent acquisition manager Craig Pearn asked developers in the studio what advice they can give to help candidates better prepare themselves for interviews and technical tests. To your research, it goes without saying that before an interview you should find out some interesting facts about the company you intend on being your future employer. You will 100% get asked a question on your motivations to join whatever company you're interviewing with in some way, shape or form. Of course, you can give the same high-level answer as we typically get, but this isn't going to show that you've gone the extra mile to find out key facts about us. Research the company's history, research the back catalog, play the back catalog, play the recent games and make notes about what you found interesting, not interesting, what you do differently, etc. Check out key people on LinkedIn and what games they have worked on. Great way to start off a conversation. It can be a lot of information to remember, especially if you're interviewing with several companies, so feel free to bring notes with you. It also tells us that you've done some research. Practice makes perfect. Having an attractive and ready-made portfolio that shows off your talents is likely to be one of the reasons you have made it to an interview, but once you're on site, you're most likely to be asked to talk in detail about your work. If you don't get asked, then you should make it your job to bring it up. After all, you've put the effort in to create it, so you should want to showcase it. Have in your mind how you would like to present this, i.e., navigate your website, talk about your methodology, what tools you used, what you like and what you'd do differently, and so on. Practice makes perfect, so run through this with friends, colleagues, lecturers before interviews. If you know your subject and can talk critically about your work, you're in a good position. If you don't get asked about your portfolio, you should make it your job to bring it up. After all, you've put the effort in to create it, so you should want to showcase it. We've all been in your shoes. Nerves are expected, but remember that your interviewers are just normal people who like games, and they have been in the same position as you at some point. Don't think of the interview as something where you'll be judged, but instead treat it as an opportunity to discuss games and game development with people in the industry. Make the most of it and enjoy the experience. It is absolutely fine to admit when you don't know an answer. It actually shows that you are honest and you can take the opportunity to ask interviewers more about that topic. Every interview is a good experience, so you'll always be making progress no matter what the result is. It's important to be yourself during an interview. You are a gamer being interviewed for a game dev position. Chances are your interviewers are gamers too. Talking enthusiastically about how games are a part of your life will definitely ensure you find some common ground very quickly. You may like games that are very niche. You may have a strong passion or hobby. We'd like to know about them. It's okay to have a personality, as at the end of the day you will spend a large percentage of your time at work beside lots of other personalities, so it's important you're comfortable being you. So, do you have any questions? Come to the interview prepared to ask questions. When you're preparing for your interview, it's important that you think carefully about what questions you would like to ask. Planned questions at the end of an interview are part and parcel of a standard interview. However, at Ubisoft Reflections, we prefer to make interviews a two-way process, so don't be afraid to ask questions if something isn't clear. It is absolutely fine to admit when you don't know an answer. It actually shows that you are honest and you can take the opportunity to ask interviewers more about that topic. Once the interviewers have wrapped up all their questions, don't feel like you have to rush and make a swift exit. This is now another opportunity for you to shine. You should be using this time to gather information that maybe wasn't clear during the interview, but more importantly, setting yourself up to promote your skills and abilities, or to tell us about your motivations and your inquisitiveness. Whatever you do, don't look blank-faced when you're asked, "So do you have any questions?" The night before, we ask candidates to bring whatever they like to the interview that will support their application. Usually candidates will bring a laptop or tablet to demo their work or play with some playable content during the interview, so it's important that you check everything is in good working order. Get a good night's sleep, have breakfast. If you're on site for a while, take some water or a snack for when you have a break. Check your travel plans in advance so you're not late, and come in comfortable clothing.